Welcome back. Let's move on with restriction enzyme. A little more details on restriction enzyme. In the previous video, I discussed about what is its mode of action, how it cuts phosphodiester bond between two nucleotides. The cleaving is also called hydrolysis because lysis meaning break. It breaks the bond in presence of water. To break the bond, water is needed. This is nucleus, and the enzyme present in it is called nucleases. So many enzymes were found in the nucleus. The scientists classified them as exonuclease and endonuclease. Exonucleases are those enzymes which removes or cleaves nucleotides, that is unit of DNA or RNA, from ends. It can remove it from, one by one it will remove. For example, this is a long DNA strand. From the end, adenine can be removed. Next, guanine can be removed, like that. One by one, exonuclease, exo. So it will, from a long DNA strand, it will remove one by one nucleotides from the end, either from 5' end or from 3' end. So such nucleases are called exonucleases. The second class is called endonucleases. It hydrolyzes internal phosphodiester bond. So somewhere in between the double strand, in between the strands, it will cleave DNA, it will cleave phosphodiester bond of the DNA somewhere in between. So those are called endonucleases. That means when endonucleases act, it results in fragments which are not one by one nucleotide but fragments, 4 to 8 nucleotides called oligonucleotide. A few residues are there, so you call it oligonucleotides. Whereas exonuclease activity results in single nucleotides. At a time, one by one they remove. This is difference between exonucleases and endonucleases. So I hope that much is clear. So endonucleases are of 3 types. Okay, they are type 1 endonucleases, type 2 endonucleases and type 3 endonucleases. Type 1 and type 3 are not commercialized because they do not produce predictable cleavage. That means they don't recognize exactly where the cut should be formed. They don't have site fixed for where they should cleave. So they are not easily used. They are not commercialized. Whereas type 2 restriction enzymes are used in your day-to-day molecular biology for gene cloning, for an analysis of a DNA fragment, etc. Because it has the property of cleaving at fixed positions. It knows where exactly it can identify a particular area of sequences, which is known as recognition sequences. And what is recognition sequence we will discuss now. Okay, so it will cleave at fixed positions. So we can easily use type 2 restriction enzymes to get the desirable fragments exactly with the positions of those bases where exactly we want. And there are more than 3,500 type 2 restriction enzymes. In NCERT books, totally the enzymes are given as 900 or so. But that is long back. Now it is more than, even type 2 enzyme itself is more than 3,500. Okay, so these type 2 restriction enzymes, they recognize palindromic sequences. Okay, so what is palindromic sequences? What is recognition sequence? What is restriction site? I will discuss now. Now, for example, this is a long strand of DNA. See the bases running randomly. I have written some bases. We denote it like this. We don't always draw sugar, phosphate, backbone. Then we only write the bases because they are the instructions on the DNA. So if this is a long fragment, you see this particular area where I have marked GTCGAC. Here down also GTCGAC. So this is a particular sequence which a an enzyme named as Hind2. Why named as Hind2? I will tell you now. So it recognizes this area. That means when the enzyme moves on this DNA fragment, when it sees these bases GTC, GAC, GAG, CTG, it will stop there. It will bind to the DNA at that position and it will start finding out so that area is called recognition sequence. It recognizes only this sequence. Hind2 recognizes only this sequence. And there it will bind and start moving along. As soon as it sees phosphodiester bond between bases guanine and thymine, it will cleave, it will cut. So that site where it cuts is called restriction site. Clear? What is recognition sequence? That sequence which that particular enzyme recognizes is called recognition sequence. Where exactly it cuts the phosphodiester bond, that is called the restriction site. So for Hind2, bond between phosphodiester bond between G and T is the restriction site, and this 6 base long is the sequence is the recognition sequence. Okay, now see one more, notice one more thing in this sequence. You see the upper strand and you see the lower strand. Both the strands have the same sequence when read in the same orientation. 5' to 3', see the upper strand, it reads GTC, GAC, and the lower strand you read 5 to 3 GTC, GAC. It reads the same in both the strand. Such sequences which read same in the two strands when read in the same orientation. Matlab in both you should read in the same orientation 5 to 3. It will read the same. That such a sequence is called a palindromic sequence. There are so many palindromic words. If you don't know the meaning of palindrome, see the words refer. You read it REFER this way or that way, it is same. Civic, CIVIC, it is the same both ways. Level, LEVEL, both ways. Madam, MADAM, very commonly used palindromes, Madam, Malayalam and all. So these are palindromic words. One word read same in both the directions. But here it is 2 strands. It is not 1 strand, it is 2 strands. The sequence on 2 strands being read same in both the directions is called a palindromic sequence. So a restriction enzyme identifies type 2, especially type 2 restriction enzyme identifies such a recognition sequence and cuts at particular restriction sites. This is its peculiarity. Now coming to the naming of restriction enzyme. They are named with specific reference to the bacteria from which they are isolated. For example, the name given to an enzyme EcoR1. It is an enzyme, restriction enzyme, EcoR1. How is it named? The first capital letter E comes from the generic name Escherichia. The name of the bacteria Escherichia coli. Escherichia. So the generic name in capital italics. It should be written in italics. The second and third, matlab next 2 words written in small case CO comes from the specific name coli. It comes from the specific name coli. Clear? The third letter R is the strain, type of E. coli, strain with a specific character. So they are designated as R. Such strains are designated with R alphabet. So that is the alphabet taken here. And the last number 1, Roman 1 used is the chronological order of its discovery. So this is how they are labeled. And the sequence which EcoR1 will recognize is this sequence. Every enzyme recognizes a specific sequence. That means no other enzyme will recognize this sequence. Only EcoR1 will recognize this palindromic sequence. See, read it as a palindrome GAA-TTC, and that way, this way also 5 to 3 GAA-TTC. So it's a palindrome recognized only by EcoR1. And what is the restriction site? The restriction site is G and A, between G and A. It will cut phosphodiester bond between G and A in both the strands. It will cut in both the strands. So what kind of fragments you get, that we will discuss in the next video, called sticky ends and all that. We will discuss in the next video. So this is the recognition sequence, which is a palindrome, and this point where it cuts is a restriction site. Is that clear? So the next one, we will take another example, that is called hint 2. Just now I discussed hint 2. So hint 2, the name comes with H. Haemophilus, the name of the bacteria, genus Haemophilus. IN, species name, written in small case. Okay, H written in capital, the first letter. Then D comes from the strain. The strain is RD. The strain is RD. Haemophilus influenza, the strain is RD. IN is influenza, species name influenza. Okay. And D is RD. We don't take both RD, we take only D. And second is the numerical order of its discovery. So this is actually, hint 2 is the first restriction enzyme isolated and studied. But then if it is first, why the name 2? I said it is a numerical order, chronological order of its discovery. Then why that name 2? Because hint 1 is already discussed before, already discovered before this. It was already discovered before hint 2, and the name is 1 there, and it is type 1 which was discovered. Type 2 mein hint 2 is the first restriction enzyme discovered. So it is designated with 2, Roman letter 2. Okay. So if you are asked which is the first restriction enzyme to be worked with, it is hint 2. Though its Roman letter is 2, it is the first restriction enzyme under type 2. Many more enzymes are there. We'll place a chart here. See the chart. Each is specific for a particular recognition sequence. Okay. And the recognition sequence of hint 2 we have already discussed earlier. Here we have already discussed hint 2's recognition sequence. Therefore restriction enzymes are used for recombinant technology, and the same restriction enzyme is used to cut the vector as well as the insert. Only then they are easy to join. So that we will discuss in the next video how they are cut. Thank you.